Good evening. This is the Moyu RS3M 2021. Now, in case you don't know, the previous version, the RS3M 2020, is a fantastic cube and it's only $9. So it's basically regarded by many, including myself, as the go-to budget cube. Like for anyone who's just starting out cubing, or literally if you just want to try out a new cube, you go for the RS3M 2020. So there's a new version. Now, the thing is with this new version is it's essentially the same cube. The only difference is instead of springs in the core, it has a Maglev system, which is all the hype right now. So to be completely honest, I was not very excited for this cube. It's like, oh, it's just the same cube except it has magnets instead of springs. And I figured that really wouldn't make much of a difference because it essentially accomplishes the same thing. But I just watched JPerm's video on the Worm 2021 Maglev edition, and apparently Maglev reduces friction in the cube by a lot, according to what he said in the video. I don't know, I just watched it. But yeah, if you guys know me, I like low friction cubes, so I'm really excited for this. So much so that it is 2:15 a.m. and I'm recording this. So let's just get right into it. Oh boy, a blue Moyu stand. I still don't have a red one. Whenever you open an RS3M, you have to open both sides of the box in order to get the accessories out. You gotta push it from the other side. There we go. Let's look at what's in here first. Basically nothing. We got yet another Moyu screwdriver. Is this the new one? I think this is the new kind. Got some spare stuff. Actually, we might need this, so I'll keep this out. Oh wait, do we get a Team Moyu card with this? No? Okay. I don't know why I like Team Moyu cards. Half the time I don't even know who they are. Oh, and by the way, this is a new camera angle. Hopefully you can't tell, but if you can, let me know if you like it. But yeah, let's just crack this boy open. Okay, all right, that's matte plastic. I forgot the RS3M is matte because mine is so broken in because it used to be my main. So some people say that Maglev adds a little bit of weight to the cube, which I kind of feel actually. Huh, let's get some measurements. Okay, this is the original RS3M 2020. It is a 86 gram cube. It's a pretty chunky boy. And the 2021, 91. So wait, what was this again? 86. That is a 5 gram difference. All right, that's not too bad. I don't know, it's crossing the 90 gram mark though. That's quite a lot. I don't know, I can't tell if I can feel the difference or not. I probably can't. It probably makes no difference, and I probably would not mind or care or anything if I didn't have the original in my hand as well. Now I guess let's do first turns. As always with Moyu cubes, especially the RS3M, it's really dry. So, not sure if I'm feeling less friction. Okay, that's almost a U4 straight out of the box. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely feeling less friction. Okay, wait, what settings is this? It's 2 a.m. and these guys are still drag racing outside. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it just feels like it's like looser, except maybe it is faster because it's like faster, but not less stable. So what are the tensions like? So this is what I have my tensions on the original one. Are these uneven? I think that might be uneven. Oops. Okay, basically the same tensions. I'm gonna put my RS3M 2020 on the same spring compression settings. I just cut my nails today, so taking these center caps off is really not nice. Now let's see how this boy feels. I think this may actually have less friction. The turning feels a lot lighter and I can feel the magnets more. Oh yeah, there's definitely less friction in this. Also, there's the fact that this has like well over 10,000 solves on it and this has none. Oh yeah, let's test corner cutting just for fun. Standard, fantastic RS3M corner cutting. Yep, that's pretty much normal. All right, Maglev shouldn't affect corner cutting. Actually, let's take apart the Maglev. Let's see what's up. Ah, yes. The thing I've been seeing pictures of all over the place. The screwdriver stuck to the core. Okay, that's very, like, repelling. Wow. Okay, and then the magnet is attracting. What the hell? All right, so we got some magnets, and they repel each other. That's basically it. I've heard that this is very much a pain in the ass to put back together, but these magnets are like actually sticking together, so I think it's actually not going to be that hard to put it back together. Yeah, no, this is going to be easy. Look at that. Easy. Oh shit. Okay, no. Yeah, it's easy. Actually might be easier than messing with springs. Ugh. One thing that makes me sad about the Maglev system is that there is no more spring noise, which obviously is a good thing, except that also means you don't really have to lubricate your core anymore, or there's literally nothing to lubricate, so I can't use Vortex, so my cubes can't smell like Vortex, which I really like the smell of, but it's a small price to pay. What the f***? Something crawling on my foot. What the f***? I will f***ing commit war crimes. What the f***? Okay, it's really hard to tell whether the differences I'm feeling are because the cube is new or if it's because of the Maglev, but as always, I'm going to test this cube a lot, gonna do lots of solves on it, get really familiar with it, and I'm gonna do tests on this one too, just to get more familiar with it as well, because it used to be my main, but it's not anymore, so I'm gonna test this, gonna mess around with the settings and stuff, and then I'm going to tell you my thoughts right now. So the RS3M 2021 is, like its predecessor from 2020, an absolutely fantastic cube. It's the exact same cube, actually, aside from the Maglev. So that means it's 55.5 millimeters, not 56 like Moyu says. They seriously need to learn how to measure cubes. It has matte plastic and super light magnets whose strength can be increased with the kit SCS sells specifically for that purpose. They're both thicky boys at 86 grams for the 2020 and 92 for the 2021, but the weight difference between the two is probably unnoticeable if you aren't looking for it. The turning feeling for both cubes is real smooth and clacky. It's super satisfying in my opinion, like a nice mechanical keyboard, especially right after you lube it. It's just so nice. The performance is, of course, basically perfect. I usually don't mention corner cutting, but since some nearly $100 flagships can't do 45 degrees, I'll say yeah, this cube can corner cut basically anything you need it to. And during solves, I never really get any lockups that can't just be attributed to me sucking. Both cubes are pretty stable, but the 2021 is much faster, and that's the main difference that Maglev makes. After breaking in the 2021 version with a few thousand solves, oops, I cleaned out both cubes, tensioned them exactly the same, and then lubed them both with Lunar and Stardust as always. And that's when the difference Maglev makes became super apparent. Even though both cubes were set up exactly the same, the Maglev version turned out way faster than the original. And in order to make the original match that speed, I had to loosen it a lot, which made it super unstable, while the 2021 maintained its nice stability alongside that crazy speed. And that's basically all that's different between the RS3M 2020 and 21. They're the same cube, except the 21 has a Maglev system instead of springs, and that makes it much faster without reducing stability. Oh, and it also eliminates spring noise. I don't think the new version has fully replaced the 2020, since that extra speed might not even be desirable to some people. Although this is an RS3M, so it responds super well to lube, and slowing a cube down is way easier than speeding it up, so I guess the speed is an advantage anyway. I can recommend this cube to pretty much anyone. It has great performance and can be set up in so many different ways to suit just about any turning style. Combine that with the fact that it's super cheap, and you have a cube that's basically a no-brainer for just about everyone. That applies to the previous 2020 model as well, but since the 2021 is faster, I might recommend that more since you can just slow it down unless you already know you prefer slower cubes. I also think this is a great option for beginners who plan on really getting into speed cubing, since it has that flexibility of being able to be really fast or controllable, while also not having the spring noise that the 2020 almost always has out of the box. On the other hand though, someone who just has a passing interest in cubing and just wants a cheap cube to mess around with will probably be more enticed by the single-digit price of the 2020, so I think that's still the one I'll recommend to those people. So that's what's up with the new RS3M 2021. But what do I think of it? Well, if you watch my Twitch streams on twitch.tv/crimsonthedragon, or if you're in my brand new Discord server, discord.gg/whatever the fuck the link is, you probably already know. So it's common knowledge that I like my cubes, too fast, and that's why my main has been the Worm 2020 with Stardust and Lunar for nearly a whole year now. It's basically the fastest and lowest friction cube you can get. Well, not really anymore, since I think the new RS3M can be set up to be faster. So since this is now the fastest and lowest friction cube I own, it's my new main, and I'm really loving it. Honestly, I thought Maglev was just gonna be a gimmick, so I went into this with very low expectations, but as always, the RS3M line is full of surprises. Also, I know these kinds of things are almost always just a placebo effect, but after switching to this cube, I've gotten my first sub 10 average of 100, and I dropped my average of 1000 down to 10 flat after it being stuck at 10.4 for a couple months, which may not sound like much, but it really feels so satisfying to me to see that number finally go down again. Although of course I haven't tried the Worm 2021 Maglev yet with the purple, so that might change everything again, but we'll just have to wait and see, so get subscribed. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and big thank you to Speedcube Shop for sending me this cube. Like, no, actually, big thank you to them. I just recently crossed the 1 year mark of being sponsored by them, and they've really helped me out a lot. They're super cool and genuine people, and working with them is always great, both as a customer and a sponsoree. So if you want to get the RS3M 2021 or anything else cubing related, you should get it from speedcubeshop.com and use my code DRAGON at checkout for a discount, and it helps support the channel. But yeah, if you like the video, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and follow me on my social medias to keep up to date with me between uploads. See ya!